I'm just gonna hit the record button. We're
what?
We ate pizza and we're drinking beer and our beautiful dulcet tones.
Dulcet tones.
Mm-hmm.
Should I do for every description of an episode?
Yep.
Do the like fish guy on SpongeBob? It's like
Where-
this week on One Piece.
I think that'd be pretty great.
Okay, hold on. I gotta get the
Yeah.
page.
And we're calling it Fun Piece,
The Fun Piece podcast.
the Fun Piece Virgins podcast.
It's the Fun Piece podcast, and then we'll describe it as a virginal tour of the world of One Piece.
I feel like there's got to be a better word. Can we not use the word virgin?
The noob. The this is all staying in.
The babies first.
Baby's
Piece.
first One Piece.
Babies first.
Baby's first One Piece. Cool. Fun Piece. The Fun Piece podcast. A tour of a new person's tour.
It's a virginal tour
It's a
of the
virgin-
world of One Piece through the eyes of two virginal boys who have never seen One Piece before.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Cool. Can I say welcome to the Fun Piece podcast?
Yeah.
And then you can say
That? Okay.
it could be different every time. That would be fun.
I'll forget it. Yeah, I'm not going to write it down, so.
All right. Beautiful. Should we start?
Wait, there's a...
Hello. Welcome to the Fun Piece podcast.
A virginal tour of the One Piece world through the eyes of two men who have never seen it before.
A very fantastic and original concept for a podcast.
I Googled it, and I don't think anybody else did it, because anybody who wants to talk about One Piece has already done it or, like, enjoys it already.
Yeah, or they're like thousands of episodes or issues into the
Yeah.
story.
I think there's like 1,048 episodes.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. My name's Matt,
My name's Mike.
and we're here. We're the two boys that the caption for the podcast describes. We have never watched the One Piece.
Sort of.
Sort of.
I did watch a movie before we even decided this was going to be a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Big World? Big World?
Strong World.
Strong
I only
World.
know that because I have a fun fact that I found about One Piece we could talk about later.
Okay. So I did see Strong World, and I don't know, you just kind of pick stuff up. I don't know what your first exposure to One Piece was.
My first exposure to One Piece, it's sort of been like a rolling exposure. My fiance, who you might hear in the background, we refer to her as the historian. She is an avid One Piece watcher, reader, enjoyer, and I have been adjacent and nearby while it is being consumed. And I don't know if I'm all in on One Piece yet, but we're here to get there. We're here to find it. I've only just been introduced to a lot of shouting, which is sort of a staple of a lot of anime.
Yeah, it's a different. So we're doing this 5 episodes at a time, which we might decide is a bad idea when we realize how many episodes there are. And when maybe we hit a point where 5 episodes, nothing happens. But in the first 5 episodes, stuff does happen, which is good.
A fair amount has happened, and it's like a lot of new characters all at once and a lot of names to remember.
Yeah, I took some notes, and I've got a wiki open that just has episode descriptions. So we're going to try to avoid spoilers. And I was thinking, we're flying by the seat of our pants. At the end of the podcast, we should try to figure out what we think might happen next.
Okay. I had some thoughts as well, which we can. I don't know if avoiding spoilers is something we're gonna be.
I don't think. Well, I know that. Like, yeah, I know some of the crew that shows up,
Yeah.
but I don't. So yeah, we'll feel it out.
Yeah. Cool. I can tell you my favorite character is the character Zorro.
Yeah, I'm with you there. Out of the 3 characters they've shown,
The 3 yeah.
yeah, because it's in the first 5 episodes we get Luffy, Zoro, and Nami.
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 Well, we also get Kobe.
Yeah, but they fuck Kobe. I was rewatching these episodes yesterday, and my patient wife, who does not care for anime,
Sure.
was watching it
Yeah.
sort of in the background.
Yes.
And her only comment was looking up at Kobe and being like, "Damn, that kid's ugly." That was all she had to say about the entire thing.
That's fair. That's totally fair. I agree.
He does ugly characters very well.
Yeah,
I noticed the anime there's a lot of ugly characters.
we'll get into it. We'll get I have questions about why are some people so big?
Yeah, a lot of people are really big, and then some of them, their faces are drawn really squishy and
Yeah.
wrinkly and
And then Luffy has the look of a dog you can't read.
yeah,
Like when you see a dog and you're like, I don't know if it's gonna attack me or
got
not,
those
because
dead eyes.
it's just this dead stare, and then he'll just go at somebody.
yeah, it's like the eyes in the I imagine or have seen in the remake of It, where the eyes they're
Yeah.
looking straight at you, but you can tell that they're not straight at you, they're slightly skewed outwards.
Is it Bill Skarsgård?
I think so.
Yeah, he would play Luffy. That's my initial casting choice.
All right, should we write that down? Initial casting choice.
I think didn't the creators come out and say where everybody was from, and Luffy's Brazilian or something?
I was reading that in some trivia fun facts as I was going through some of that earlier, but I didn't
Okay.
write it down. But I'm pretty sure, yes. I think Zoro's from Japan in canon. All right, so Bill Skarsgård as Luffy. Great, cool, boom.
Danny DeVito as Kobe.
I was just thinking Danny DeVito as Kobe. That's great. Oh man, what? We're already on our way. Cool. We're already having fun here on the Fun Piece podcast.
Yeah, this is going to be the slow descent into madness of us probably getting way too invested in all this bullshit, and everybody being like, "Yeah, we know."
Guys, you've watched 5 episodes.
Listen, no, if we
Chill.
can actually get people to listen to this, I think it would be fun if we had them send in stuff, some of that, labeled as spoilers, right?
Yeah, but they're not true.
But they're either true or not true,
Oh,
and we have to talk about which ones we think are actually true.
I think that's really fun.
Or maybe we just have the historian.
the historian read them.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, though. I can say shit, and I don't even know if it's true or not.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Okay. Should we start with episode 1?
Yeah, I have some thoughts, but they'll come out as we start talking
Okay.
about it.
Yeah, I
so.
mean, I think we're going to get into all this, and we'll probably miss details, and that's fine. But I'm trying to take notes and
Yeah.
pick up on little stuff.
Also, I don't know how long we want these episodes to be. I don't know. I guess we'll just wing it.
probably not too long.
We're less than 10 minutes right now, so how about that?
Okay, that's good.
Welcome to the ride, everyone.
All right, episode 1. I'm Luffy. Is it Luffy?
Yeah, it's Luffy.
Luffy?
Yeah.
I'm Luffy, the man who will become the Pirate King.
Yes.
A band of pirates led by Alvida plundered a ship. I am reading this from the wiki. Only to find a barrel which contains a strange boy named Luffy. Luffy is on a quest to find the legendary treasure One Piece, and he befriends the ship's cabin boy Kobe. Oh, I spelt that. Okay. Who actually wants to become a marine officer. Luffy defeats Alvida, and the two journey on in search of crewmates. This is the only way I'm actually going to learn people's. I thought her name was Oreo,
Oh.
and I thought it was Colby, not
Oh,
Kobe.
no, it's Kobe. I've been watching with subtitles.
That's smart.
Yeah, I've been doing subtitles and the
Right.
English dub. Sorry, everyone who likes subs.
Yeah, we're not
And
doing that
not-
because this
we're-
thing has half the Dragon Ball
Yeah.
voice cast, so we need that warm blanket.
Yes.
Um,
We'll get to Zorro later.
so this first aired in October 20th, 1999, but I looked it up. It first aired in America on Fox, like 4Kids or whatever, in 2004. And I
Oh.
think there was like some stuff where they replaced all the guns with water guns. And like they did like a bunch of crazy. We'll talk about that at some point. I'm gonna like maybe go back and watch some of those. They did like, yeah, I did see a video about like edits they made and it's crazy. Like they just edited characters out of scenes for no reason.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's bonkers. But we're clearly watching the good version because it's on Netflix and they say ass and I think they say bitch.
The
They
four-
did, yeah,
the
they
four-
did.
The 4Kids One Piece was a disaster.
Yeah, and that was America's introduction to the idea.
I'm pretty sure one of the, I think it was either the fourth or the fifth episode. I just watched them. A bunch of the Buggy the Clown's guys call Nami a bitch.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll get to that. I'm jumping ahead. Is it Gold Roger?
Jolly no.
Gold
Gold
Roger?
It's at the
Is
beginning
it Gold?
of every episode.
Gold? Yeah, it's Gold Roger, right? Roger Gold.
Right now it's Gold Roger.
Right now it's Gold Roger. What is that? What does that mean? How's this?
You'll
Didn't he
find
die?
out.
I actually didn't. I
Didn't
didn't think
he
this was gonna
die?
be that upsetting, but
Didn't he die? I don't know. Okay, so
Jesus.
anyway,
You
so
didn't
yeah.
realize Gold was dead.
Okay, whatever. Gold Roger.
they say he dies.
Yeah,
The
Gold
beginning.
Roger's like it's like the whole idea is the Gold Roger was like
He
get
was
my
a pirate king.
Go get my one piece. I'm the pirate king,
Yeah.
and then that starts this age of piracy.
Um,
I think that's great. And I feel like the One Piece is, I don't know.
it's I I do think they have the overall concept is pretty good.
Yeah,
Like they just have a world that's just oceans and islands.
sure.
So they can just be like, oh, we can just do whatever the fuck we want. Like
Yeah.
based on that movie I saw, they're just like, I don't know, there's a crazy floating island and there's this guy and he's got a monkey and there's big things and the main characters can punch them.
Yeah,
And like that wasn't reflected in what I just watched.
yeah.
So that's cool.
Anyway,
Yeah. So this episode was like, I think it was fine.
yeah, it was
It's-
introductory.
Yeah, which is weird because they have an introductory episode later on for Luffy's like origin story.
Yeah, I think that's okay as like a storytelling device because you just like drop the audience in with like a this is already happening.
Yeah.
And then it gets you to be like, okay, I'm interested in these characters. So that was fine. I
Yeah.
thought it was fine.
I mean, it could be like a Berserk thing too, where they like start it at a certain point and then they're like, actually, no, fuck this, and they go back like
Yeah,
20 years or whatever.
yeah. The mysteries you learn along the way. Like they talk about I feel like in the first episode they talk about the devil's fruit.
Yeah,
Because he talks about eating like the gum devil fruit. But then we're like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, they show,
also, I
like-
just swore. I don't know if we were carrying.
Yeah,
on,
we're
sorry.
no, they swear in the show. We can swear in
That's
this.
true. They say, yeah.
Unless you want to bleep them all out.
I don't want to do that.
Yeah, I think like he manages to avoid drowning and or suffocating or dying. I don't know if they ever explain how he got in the barrel, but he's just in a
Yeah.
barrel. They think he's beer. He just decides to bust out, knocking a dude out. And then Captain or Lady Alvida,
Yeah.
who I wrote down, she looks like she's dressed like a cowboy Captain Crunch. That's her
pretty
look.
good.
Um,
She's like, oh god, I can't remember the name. Never mind. You know, like the headmaster in Matilda.
Oh, Trunchbull?
Trunchbull, yeah,
Yeah.
it's like anime Trunchbull.
I'd
Or
be
like
all
if
about that.
Trunchbull and Danny DeVito's character had a child, and it was an anime.
Yeah. Yeah, she's got that vibe. She's very orbular. There's a lot of... Luffy seems kind of like a dick.
Meow. There's cats around too. Sorry, everybody.
That's going to be part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Kobe exposition dumps for about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And he's like, there's the One Piece. It's the pirate treasure that would make you Pirate King. And Gold Roger Gold... Captain Gold.
Captain Roger Gold.
We'll get it down. Don't be mad. You got to get the One Piece, and they have to get to the Grand Line, which I think they explain it later.
I think they take the Grand Line to the One Piece.
Like you have to get through the Grand Line. There's like a
Yeah.
landmass in the middle, and there's just one little part called the Grand Line. It's a red line, and then the Grand Line goes through the red line.
I wonder how frustrated people who actually are like deep into One Piece, and if they were to listen to this,
You were here at some point. We're just thinking about it more than you probably did, because this is a TV show for children, and that's okay.
yeah,
Me and Matt,
we were children when it was released.
yeah, and we are Dragon Ball people, so
We
I
are-
think we
are Dragon Ball. people.
accept dumb stuff
Oh yeah,
pretty openly.
yes.
So he ate the Gum Gum Devil Fruit, and then they show like Neon Genesis Evangelion Angel Cross of fruit.
yep.
I really liked. I don't know if I got this totally right. Like Luffy trails off, and he's just like, "Yeah, I need a crew of like 10 guys or something. I don't know."
Yeah.
Just no fucking idea.
Just like
And he fat shames that lady.
yes, there is that. Yes, a product of.
I guess it was 1999. It was a different time.
It was.
I'm sure One Piece gets really progressive.
We both looked at the historian.
She doesn't look.
I don't
Can-
know if any anime can be called progressive.
There's Yuri on Ice.
Yuri on Ice is pretty
Yuri
good.
on Ice is progressive. Is it?
No, Yuri on Ice is like severe queer baiting.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
We're two 31-year-old white men. We have a
Yeah.
lot to learn.
Yes, we
Um,
do.
Oh, now it's just uncomfortable.
It is.
Edit this part out. Don't edit.
No, we're not going to edit it out. We're not going to.
Yeah, I don't know. It was just kind of, it was like an exposition episode.
Yeah.
It was fine. Luffy showed that he's stretchy. He's a rubber man.
Yep. He says, like, I feel like he says bullets don't affect him.
Yeah, we do see that later on
Yeah.
in episode
Two?
two or three.
I don't know. Should we move on?
Yeah, we can move on. Episode 2, the Great Swordsman appears, pirate hunter Roronoa Zoro.
Yes!
I thought I've actually I had the idea to name all the episode titles myself, and I just called this one Sword Piccolo
Hell yeah.
because they show this fucking dude, and they're like, he sacrificed himself for the town. So Zoro is our Jesus
Yeah.
figure, I guess.
He sacrificed himself for the town.
Yeah.
Would you
I'll,
like
let,
to-
I'll let you talk about this one, but I just want to point out that Luffy goes and he just grabs a pear and eats it. I was
Yeah.
100% convinced he was just going to walk off. But he pays the lady. He flips her a coin.
Yep.
I just thought that was cool.
Yeah.
Does not seem like the type of dude who would do that.
He's got morals. Even though he's a swashbuckling pirate, he's got morals.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry.
No, that's fine.
The description is pretty
Yes.
short. Luffy and Kobe arrive at Shell Island, a marine base. They meet the bounty hunter Roronoa Zoro. It's really hard to say. Held under arrest by the infamous Marine Captain Morgan. Which is like, yeah, Captain Morgan. You
Yeah.
know, rum stuff.
Yeah.
And his son,
Pirates.
Helmeppo.
Helmeppo.
What the fuck?
I think it. Well, all right. So like Helmeppo, I feel like they want to like. His hair was very like much like a helmet. So I was like, oh, maybe they didn't want to just call him a helmet. So
Helmeppo. Does Helmeppo mean something?
I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I can look it up right now. Helmeppo.
Helmeppo.
Oh, please, you can't Google anything because of spoilers, though.
Okay.
What
Does
if I
it
do
Helmeppo-
Helmeppo meaning?
I did look up. Captain Morgan he's like a Frankenstein man, where he's got this like crazy axe hand and then a metal jaw.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
it says like Move or something, Mue, which I guess I looked it up. It's apparently like a German word that means seagull, and I might be wrong about that, but that was just a weird thing.
I found a thing. It says entomology compilation, and it says Helmeppo may be a corruption of helmet.
Okay, so all right,
He's got helmet hair. It's fine.
he does. He does.
I did not retain any names of the little girl or her mother who
I mean, I
was
can't
being
imagine.
shamed
Do they
and
come
taken
back?
advantage of by Helmeppo and crew.
I don't know. It's probably not.
Specifically remember.
If it's not on this wiki thing, did I write anything down? I mean, she's a boss. She doesn't care at all. She faces
yeah.
death like in the eye.
The daughter or the mom or both?
Both.
Yeah.
I feel like they just don't
Yeah.
care.
Oh yeah.
Meanwhile, Kobe has to like monologue about everything he does.
Oh yeah. I felt so bad for that little girl. She worked so hard on those rice balls.
Yeah, and she put sugar in them.
Oh, I got really hungry for that. I've never eaten that, but I was like, I want to eat that so bad.
Yeah, I'm curious if there's going to be a lot of delicious anime food.
I mean, every time the historian, she has a sweatshirt with a bunch of different devil fruit on it, and it looks freaking delicious.
Yeah, the gum fruit we see later on looked pretty good.
Yeah. Can I do some fun facts about Zoro?
Yeah, yeah.
Actually, I don't know. We should probably wait after a couple of episodes of recap because there's other things that are referred to in the fun facts. Actually, this is great podcast content. One fun fact about Zoro. We'll just do one fun fact about Zoro after every
The
episode.
Zoro fun fact. There's
Yeah.
probably enough.
He shows signs of being left-handed. He always has his swords on his right side, and in swordsmanship, you, of course, always have your swords on your non-dominant hand side.
But wouldn't he be ambidextrous if he's able to use both swords at the same time and his...
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Which is why I said he shows
He showed-
signs of being left-handed. Also, apparently the reason he has 3 earrings is because when he was young and he was training in his swordsmanship, at each like sword style that he mastered, he would give himself an earring, which is why he's got 3 earrings, 3 swords, 3 sword styles.
Okay. Is that like a spoiler?
Fun
or is
fact.
that, like,
I hope
just
it's not a spoiler.
I mean,
just
whatever.
got.
It seems pretty cool.
I mean, maybe they do flashback episode or something. I don't know. But
He does fight a blue-haired girl who, and I just wrote the note, Little Zoro versus Blue Nami. Because she just seems to be the same character, but blue.
But blue. Interesting.
Yeah. Everyone does seem to be
The same
have a like certain color
scheme.
scheme, which is nice.
Yeah.
It seems like that's like a good silhouettes in design and everything. I do like that this doesn't look like a normal, like it doesn't fit the mold of anime too much. It feels a lot more cartoony and
Yeah.
it like stands out.
Yeah. All those ugly people.
Yeah, no, it's great. I love how many ugly people there are. I mean, there's like cool stuff too. Like Luffy does not sit there and monologue about his technique. He just kind of screams out like "gum gum pistol."
Yeah.
Or he just forget if we were recording when I talked about this. He's just got the dead eye stare of like a dog. Like he's like a
Yeah.
pug. Like you just don't know what he's gonna do, and then he just snaps.
Yeah.
Like he just decked the bowl cut man, Helmeppo, because he was saying that he's just gonna kill Zoro. Let's see. I also put down Luffy does not believe in crew consent.
Yes.
He just blackmails and manipulates Zoro into joining his crew. There's not really a lot of say the guy gets because he's either gonna die or join.
It seems like that's his go-to style of gaining crew members, or at least in the first 5 episodes, because he does something
Yeah.
very similar with Nami.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. Yeah, yeah. I haven't. Yeah, I watched episode 5 like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
and I had to like rewatch these. Matt's gonna cover that one a lot more.
It's fine. I probably forgot all of it by now.
Yeah, I guess Zoro eats some stuff off the ground. It establishes some world stuff. The Marines are a thing. Luffy gets shot
Yep.
and he's fine.
It's totally
and then
fine.
it does the to be continued.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's episode 2. I'm sure this is even going to get like the further and we get. It's like episode 75. Luffy walks down the street.
Episode 76.
Because I know there's a lot of filler coming up. We can jump to episode 3. I'm sure we'll ramble.
Oh, yeah.
Episode 3, Morgan versus Luffy. Who's this mysterious, beautiful young girl? Luffy convinces Zoro to join his crew, but they must first defeat Captain Morgan. After freeing the island from Morgan's oppressive rule, Kobe is accepted as a Marine while the other two continue on their journey. I feel like that is a really short description for
I mean,
what happens in this.
yes, but also it does not talk about how Luffy's like, Kobe, are you coming with us? And then Kobe has like his
Big moment.
his like big moment of crisis where he's like, am I gonna go with Luffy or not? And then he makes the decision not to. And then Luffy, instead of gaslighting Kobe into continuing to be on his crew, he just beats the shit out of him.
Because Luffy doesn't want him there. And he's like, oh, I'll just... It's like a heroic thing where he's like, I'm going to get this kid to punch me so it looks like we're enemies.
Yeah.
And there's like a moment where it seems like Luffy is a coordinated, calculating man.
Yeah, but is he?
I don't... I don't know. I doubt it. He seems like he's got big Goku energy.
I feel like I feel like he can calculate what he is doing, but it's all in the moment. I don't think there's like any like long con calculations being made. I think he can like I mean,
pure-
in the 5 episodes I've watched, he
Pure
can do a good job of like reading the current situation and be like, what do I need to do? Like, if I can't just punch my way out of it, what do I do? Even though he just punches his way out of it.
Yeah. I do have the notes for the end of the episode. Kobe has no friends. Kobe punches Luffy, has a crisis.
Yes.
So, I mean, I feel like that sums up a lot of it.
I did ask the historian if Kobe comes back, or if I can forget about Kobe's existence. And apparently, spoilers, Kobe comes back in like 600 episodes. Oh my god.
I feel like I put a note. Oh, no, I've got a note for the next episode that says there is no way Shanks doesn't get dramatically killed in like 200 episodes.
Oh, Shanks is so good.
Well, we'll get to that.
Yeah.
But, I called episode 3 Luffy versus ropes.
Yep.
Because he apparently can't untie a rope. Zoro wants to be the best swordman. Luffy does love Kobe. He does a lot for Kobe.
Yeah.
Another good Luffy line is, "You hear that, you big idiot?"
Yeah.
I like how much he calls people idiots. It's really good. Zoro kills a man. Nami looked at him for a map. Buggy took it. Who's Buggy? We'll find out.
Who's Buggy?
I heard Zoro fucked up. I don't remember. I don't remember. Oh, maybe because he was too tired and he fell over.
I think so. I mean,
He ate some dirt food.
yeah.
And we got a bunch of lore. I think this is where they explain like the One Piece and the Grand Line and the Red Line and the East Blue versus West Blue.
Yeah.
At the Blue Bowl.
The
Are there sports?
Are there One Piece sports?
No, she just smiled.
She just smiled,
Yeah,
so there
that's all I need
probably
to
are.
know.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a fucking badminton episode.
There's sports in the anime. There's filler episode sports.
Yeah, that's what we're here for. There's all this mainline stuff with character arcs and progression. We're here for the filler.
There's a multiple episode arc of just roller derby.
What?
Is there like a derby fruit that somebody ate and they got like magical derby powers? Sorry, I just like leaned over because I thought I was caressing Matt's knee.
No, you're good.
Yeah, we haven't seen any other gum. Oh no, we see Buggy's got a devil fruit.
Yes, we do.
I
I feel like we're jumping all over.
Yeah, we are jumping all
But
over.
that's okay.
We'll go to episode 4.
Okay.
Episode 4. My title for episode 4 is
Yes.
Backstory on the Goblin Child.
Nice. I mean, that's yeah.
The
That's
show. And according to the wiki, we just finished the Romance Dawn arc. So we're done with the first
we
arc
did
of
one
the anime.
whole arc of the
So
anime.
hell yes.
Flying through this series.
Now we're on to the Orange Town arc. Episode 4, Luffy's past. The red-haired Shanks appears. Out on the sea, Luffy almost loses his hat and reflects on his past. I will add, Luffy somehow forgets he's got stretchy arms and could have just grabbed that thing instantly.
Literally,
I'm pretty sure Zoro catches it too.
yeah. I was watching that whole segment. I was like, just stretch your freaking arms out. What are you doing? And he's just like,
And it's like slow motion. Okay. Luffy reflects on his past and how a pirate named Shanks influenced him. Afterwards, Luffy meets Nami and Buggy the Clownsman. That's the whole description for this episode.
yes. And this is where we learn that if you eat a devil's fruit, you lose all ability to swim.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like there's a good amount. So it's like little him just gets so angry
Yeah.
that he fury eats this fruit that was just there for some reason.
Well, the like group of like marauders or whoever from where the marauder
the
group,
mountain
like
bandits?
Yeah, the mountain bandits come into the bar and they're like, "We want all your booze," and the bartender's like, "We just don't want to. We don't have any." And then Shanks is like a very polite gentleman, is like, "You can have this bottle," and then the guy smashes it and he's like and gets booze all over Shanks and he's like, "That's not what I wanted. I wanted all the booze." And
they
then
like cuts the bar or something.
yeah, and then they leave, and then Shanks is like,
And they
let's
all
get on my
laugh.
back, and
They're
they all
like,
laugh.
"Oh, Captain, he really got you. You suck."
And then Luffy is very like, "You weren't a man about it." And then-
Little Luffy's got some real regressive ideas on.
yeah. And then like he eats the devil fruit, and then Shanks is immediately like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah. Angry little child. And then they like, I don't know, I feel like sometimes they like poke fun at him some more and then it fades out and then we get Luffy getting curb stomped by the mountain bandit leader.
Yes, and it's because they were like at the bar later, and then they were talking crap about Shanks. So then Luffy shouts at them. So then they like take him outside to beat the crap out of him, and then Shanks and all them show up.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Hey, don't you hit that kid? We love that kid."
Yeah. Yeah, and they the big guy shoots somebody in the head while eating a big ol' honking meat on a bone.
Yeah.
And I don't eat a lot of meat. Try to cut down on it as much as possible.
Yeah.
But I would fuck one of those up. If I could just have a big, comically large hunk of beef on a stick. I'm gonna backtrack a little bit.
That's fine, dude.
At the beginning of the episode, before we flash back, we
Yes.
learned that Nami is pretty conniving. She tricks Buggy's men into climbing onto her boat so she can steal their boat. And then she is able to detect a cold front or something's coming in, which capsizes her old boat.
Yeah.
So she's like an expert meteorologist.
Yeah. My favorite quote was that's in the next episode. It's fine. Whatever. My favorite quote of hers so far is she's just like, "I don't care about anything but money and treasure." Which I'm pretty sure I think that's the quote. Or it's like food and treasure. I don't know. But she said that just very off the cuff, and I was just like,
Yeah, there's a
"Alright, she
lot
knows
of-
what she's about."
A lot of off the cuff stuff. My wife actually did really like that Luffy would just be like, "You're an idiot and a coward. I hate people like you." And it's just like, whoa.
I think it's very funny though. Like she says things like that, and I can't think of a quote that Zoro said, but it's like these are all very pirate things, but they at the same time they're like denouncing piracy as like a horrible thing.
Yeah, it's
They're like, pirates are shitty, but I love doing all the pirate things.
Yeah, there's like the traditional pirates who pop up in the series, like even just so far, right? Like we've seen we see Buggy, we see like these people who are like at the very first episode pirates.
Yeah.
But then like Luffy is like the weird flip on it. I don't know, it's pretty cool. It makes sense. It's like, oh, this is a period of history that I think is like best documented in one book from like a naval captain, and everyone's like, it's probably all bullshit anyway.
Yeah.
So it's like a weird period of history.
I like that you're referring to it as history.
No, like in real pirates
yeah,
are
yeah,
like
yeah,
so. That's
yeah.
why stuff like Our Flag Means Death is just fan fiction, but like it may as well be because all pirate history is like very fantastical.
Yeah.
What was that? Luffy has no skills.
Yep.
He is a talentless hack. But thankfully he found the most like subservient badass beta boy in Zoro to follow along with him. And I mean that lovingly. Zoro is a power bottom.
Yes.
He's there for you. I'm gonna bet by the end of this series we're gonna agree that Zoro is probably the most giving lover out of every character in the show.
I'm gonna write that down as a prediction. I should make a prediction note.
I will also guess that I bet nobody in this show fucks.
I don't know. I feel like I absorbed some adjacent One Piece by like seeing out of the corner of my eye while the historian was watching, and there were I don't know if people were. Obviously, it's anime, but
It's hard to tell.
it's hard to tell. I think people.
It hasn't been sexy so far.
No, I mean, I don't.
And I don't know if it gets sexy. I've seen like the anime figurines in like a Newbury Comics or something.
Yeah.
That are definitely Nami that are like seem exaggerated, but I
Yeah.
don't know if
I'm pretty
that
sure
changes.
this might be. Never mind. I'm not gonna say anything.
okay.
There's like a bunch of anime figures that
Oh.
just like very aggressive and detailed.
The Gentleman 18 figures.
Yes, the Gentleman 18 figures where you
Yeah.
can have, interchangeable buttholes and like the different male genitalia of your choice. And people like use them to like hang, I don't know, rings on and stuff.
I
Or
want
just
one of those for my car keys so bad.
But I'm just like, this probably isn't like part of. This probably isn't in the show, I would assume. But it's.
Why does this Zoro one? Why is he wearing camo pants?
It's probably like interchangeable. I know there's like,
Oh my god.
yeah. Mike is scrolling through photos of a lot of.
Oh, and this one he's got like Adidas drip.
And there's probably something else dripping too.
So why does he have a bulldog?
I'm pretty sure the historian was telling me about a figure that had interchangeable buttholes that like one of them was like just finished. This is
I'm not
podcast.
prudish. I'm just I'm impressed by I just saw a
the
figure.
sculpting. Someone got paid a lot of money to sculpt that. Whoa!
Is that I don't know who that is.
I'm sure we'll find.
There's a
them.
man.
Which
Whoa.
one?
There's a man.
There's someone.
This is okay.
There's someone
All right.
like
this is
standing
bad.
like
this is bad for an audio medium.
This is bad audio.
Yeah, it's standing like
podcast.
this.
Yeah.
you can see that. No, I just saw.
deep
I
squat.
just saw a lot of blurred out ding dongs. What the hell were we just talking about?
Well, we were talking about if anybody fucks.
Right.
You made the prediction that
I'll take it
Zoro is the most giving lover.
Yeah. I could see him doing it, but I bet he can't hold a stable relationship because I bet he
He's too focused on the cause.
he wants to be the best swordsman.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So I don't know what the town is called for that Luffy is from. I don't know if they mention it, but the mayor
Yes.
definitely listens to ska. He's got a freaking bucket hat
Yeah.
and like these like thick plastic glasses.
Yep.
And like cargo like
Oh, yeah.
capri pants.
Oh yeah.
It's good. It's a look.
Full third wave ska outfit. It's
Yeah.
fine.
I wish we got more time with him.
Yep. It's fine. He'll probably come back in like 400 episodes.
Yeah. Probably. He'll be the final boss.
Yeah.
Then what happens? The bandit guy throws a smoke bomb, and then Shanks freaks out, and he's like, "Oh crap, he took Luffy." And
Yep.
they're out on a boat, and one of the friggin' eels from the Little Mermaid attacks them.
That was wild.
It is just from the like it's the one of the whatever they're called.
Flopsum and Jetsum.
Yeah.
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 But also like he respects Shanks.
Oh yeah. Shanks like
Shanks appears and he just like stops and he like kind of smiles and nods.
yeah. Just gives him the death stare. It's
Yeah.
like, oh my god.
It's like, okay. All right.
So I can't wait for that guy to come back and just be like a main character.
Yeah, absolutely.
I already said that Shanks is definitely going to die dramatically in like 200 episodes. Luffy's probably going to have to kill him. Maybe he turns evil.
Yeah. We learned that flashing back. Shanks said something about like being like the best swimmer, but obviously now Luffy is not the best swimmer.
Yeah.
I wonder if like any water gets on him and it's like immediate drowning phase.
Yeah, like does that just like paralyze your body? Because he can still move, so he could just like wind up his legs like a propeller because he's plastic.
But I feel like if it's any water hits him, it's like game over immediately. It's like, oh god, I'm
So he's got to
dying.
be like supervised during baths. He probably doesn't.
He probably doesn't bathe.
But he probably just smells like plastic.
Yeah. I mean, he could probably just like excrete dirt off of himself with his rubber.
Oh yeah, like
Gum.
micro, just like jiggles and stuff.
In canon, it is confirmed by the creator that Luffy only bathes once a week, and it's under duress from other crew members.
So Zoro bathes him once a week. God. Yeah, Shanks loses his arm.
Yes, that was dramatic.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
pretty intense.
And he was fine. He was fine about it. He was
Yeah.
just like, it's just an arm.
It's whatever. But I owe you for standing up for us.
Yeah. He's like, it's just an arm. I got another one. Also, here's my hat.
Why doesn't Luffy just put a string on the hat?
Do
Do you think he would have done that by now?
That's not fashionable. That's not cool.
I feel like it's fine.
No. No way. No.
I've definitely seen images
Also,
of him
like-
like carrying it on his back, so
also,
like he must have.
Yeah,
at some point.
why would you alter something that was a gift to you by like your
Okay,
your
well, at the
guy?
very least, he could reform the top of his skull to perfectly fit, so there'd be no way to take off the hat.
That'd be cool.
I guess I don't really understand how his like. It seems like he's got to like get something to like hold on to stretch himself out. He can't
Yeah.
just.
he
Well,
has to
he
like
can like stretch.
I feel like he has to shout something
yeah.
to make it work. That might not be it, but that is like I feel like a lot of the anime I've watched where people have to shout a move or a name or something, and then the power works.
Yeah. So he's like, gum head expansion.
Yeah, gum pistol. Gum.
Yeah,
gum.
he's not like Plastic Man or like Mr. Fantastic or like Jake the Dog. Right? Where like they can just kind of transform into shapes.
Yeah,
Maybe he gets there.
I mean, maybe yeah.
Maybe he gets like total muscular control.
Yeah, it can be like a parachute or something, or just like full on Kirby. Someone. Just like,
Oh, I bet he does. I bet there's like vor stuff that happens in this show. There's no way Luffy doesn't eat a man.
yeah. Or a ship. What if he eats
Oh
a
my
pirate ship?
God.
Ah!
He probably does like some Superman stuff where they're like, it's all poison gas, and he's just like, and just. Okay. I also wrote, "Hey, look, a bird," which
Yep.
I thought was a very funny
Yep.
thing, and then Luffy's like, "We could kill it and cook it." And then I thought it was very funny that it was just a really big bird that was
Yeah.
far away. And
Yeah.
then it just takes him.
Yep.
Buggy the Clown's men get rescued by Zoro. They try to beat him up, but he beats them up.
Yep.
I probably won't go this play by play every time, but
Hey, I'm okay with it.
It's good for remembering
It's
stuff.
good for remembering things for sure.
Buggy shoots the bird. We see like Buggy, and he's like very Jokerish. And they shoot the bird down, and then Luffy like crashes into the middle of the street in front of Nami, who's being chased by people.
Yep.
And he's like, "Why are people shooting cannonballs?"
Yeah.
And then it does the cool like the Overtaken theme that goes bop 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 bop, which is the best music in the show so far.
Yep.
I think. I'm sure we'll hear it a lot. Yeah, I wrote music is great. Buggy kills a bird.
Yep. Was it one of his buggy balls?
Yeah, it's big old buggy balls.
Big old buggy balls.
I'm going to get you with my buggy balls.
I was trying to look up. I could not find it fast enough. Who does the voice of Buggy? There's a lot of voices that I'm just like, oh, Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
But I don't think
I don't. Aside from Chris Sabat, I can't like name anyone off
Chris
the top of my head.
Sabat as Zoro.
Yeah. Man.
So great. Also, fun fact about Zoro.
Oh,
Apparently, he was originally supposed to be introduced as Buggy the Clown's bodyguard.
Oh,
Yeah,
interesting.
but then they ended up giving him his own introductory thing
I think
before
that
Buggy
makes,
the Clown.
I think that makes sense.
Yeah,
Because, like, he seems too cool for Buggy the Clown,
yeah, I agree.
who we see in episode 5.
Bam.
I did watch this episode, like, half a month ago, maybe
Yeah.
more. And I think I was high
Nice.
while I was watching it. So
Nice.
Matt's going to carry this one a lot.
I watched it this morning.
Matt watched it this morning. No, hold on. I'm flipping through some things.
I was probably half asleep, so it's like the same thing.
Episode 5, Fear, Mysterious Power. Pirate Clown Captain Buggy.
Yes.
Really short. I feel like a lot more happens in this episode. In order to save herself and steal a map to the Grand Line, Nami tricks Luffy into allowing her to turn him over to Buggy.
Yep.
Is that all that happens?
I mean, pretty much. I mean, then they
I thought do they not fight him in this one?
they do, and that they
This is actually.
I'm pretty
the
sure
tone right now
Zoro
is what-
shows up, and then he like cuts up Buggy into a bunch of pieces.
But that's Buggy's power, right?
But
is
that's
to
like
be
his which I was kind of confused on like what his power is. It's like
The chop fruit.
the chop fruit, but like he can be cut up, or is it he can pop his body parts off?
They do call him the immortal Buggy, so I guess the conceit is like he just can't be killed because he can just separate every part of his
Yeah.
body.
Or can he can't be killed with a sword or any sharp device, but he could be killed with something else that's not chopping him.
He's like the T-1000 from Terminator 2.
Yeah.
I think. Right? You have to completely submerge him in lava,
Yeah.
and then maybe you can
It's
kill
like
Buggy.
Majin Buu.
Yeah. Like you just take parts off of himself.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's the gist of it. Like, Luffy's in a cage the entire time.
Yeah, and then he's not like yelling like, I feel like maybe he does though. He says like gum stretch, and because he's like trying to like stretch his arm around the corner, but he can't reach.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited. It's exciting. There's
Yeah, it's a good fight. He defeats Buggy by kicking him in the nuts, right?
yeah.
Yeah. Which is good. That's what I'm here for. I'm impressed that so far every episode has had like a conflict and then a resolution.
Yeah,
For the
even though
most
it's
part.
to be continued. There's at least like something is happening.
We have 1,000 more to be continued.
Yeah. I was hoping. I mean, so those are the 5 episodes.
Yeah.
Those are the
yeah.
5 episodes.
I'm sorry I don't have as many like acute observations on that fifth
mean,
one. I
it's-
think that the crew is pretty fun.
Yeah, I mean, so far
Buggy has the
Cruz-
big buggy bombs that go boom and they blow up like huge chunks of the city.
Yeah.
So he is a bad man.
he is a bad man. We
And-
don't like him.
Did they go into the backstory with him and Shanks in this one?
No,
No? Is that later?
I think
Okay.
that's later.
All right.
'Cause I don't know anything about Buggy and Shanks. So
Oh, okay. I'm gonna full disclosure.
I'm the
Again,
full virgin.
Yeah, full version. I'm 8 episodes in because I watched up to 7.5 episodes in. I watched halfway through episode 8, and then I talked with Matt about this idea.
Yeah.
That's our the historian. The
Historian.
was also involved. And then I stopped. So
We were originally going to do 10 episodes for the first episode, but I was nervous about retaining a lot of information.
yeah, I think there is a surprising amount. Maybe at some point we'll switch to 10 when things slow down.
I think once the crew is like more of a crew in my predictions, I mean, so far in 5 episodes, there are what I predict. I mean, I would assume that Kami is joining the crew. So,
Nami?
What?
Kame?
Kami?
Kame?
Kami?
You said, wait, Nami. Nami?
Nami. I'm
Okay.
the worst.
It's fine.
Kami's a fucking Dragon Ball.
Sorry, I'm
Sorry.
on Dragon Ball, everybody. We just saw Dragon Ball Superhero the other day. I was
It
all
was
excited
so
about it.
fucking good.
Anyway, that this isn't a Dragon Ball podcast. So,
Give it time. It will be.
Nami, Zoro, Luffy. That's the crew right now.
The OGs.
The OGs.
And
He
then I
said
know-
like 10 people. So,
Yeah, we do know. I think it's worth saying we do know like the rest of them. There is I don't know their names actually. I know there's Frankie who's a Frankenstein robot man.
I've heard that, and then
Yeah.
I've seen the guy with the long nose,
Yep. There's
and I know there's a skeleton guy.
there's a skeleton guy. A friend of mine hates the chef character.
I love a chef.
I've
So,
heard
I don't
that
know
the
anything about
I've
it.
heard that the chef sucks, and I'm hoping that doesn't color my opinion. So I'm going to try to go into this open minded. And I think there's a lady with hands.
Like more than 2?
Yeah,
Oh.
and I think that's probably everybody.
I feel like adjacent. I saw some episode with a giant bubble, and there was like a busty lady, and I was like,
Maybe she's.
maybe she's the one with hands.
I don't know the entire crew. There could be people we don't know about.
Maybe there's
I
people
did
that
just-
pop in and out.
I just saw on eBay
Like
a statue
Kobe.
of a man I didn't recognize, and his penis was out. So I'm excited to learn more about him. He looked a little bit like Shanks,
Yeah.
but with black hair.
Nice.
So what's going on there?
Oh, maybe it's Shanks' twin brother.
Janks.
Jenks.
Okay.
So,
So,
I'm gonna put that under predict. I'm recording predictions.
okay.
Zorro is the most giving lover. Is the
Yeah.
first one.
Definitely.
Shanks has a twin brother named Jenks
Well, he's got black hair.
with black hair. Jenks with the black hair. I did want to. I don't know how many devil fruit there are, but I figured maybe we could put out a couple of colors of the fruit and guess what they are.
Are they color coded?
Are
Are they all just, like,
the devil fruit
There's
color
gotta be,
coded?
like-
No, there's more. There's like there are some that can be the same colors. There's no two devil fruit of the same type can't exist at the same time.
Oh, okay. What? Okay, so
Is
all
this
right.
like an Iron Fist thing? Like where like the previous stretchy man died so Luffy could take the crown?
Maybe. All right. Well, none of the devil fruit people can swim, so there's no swim fruit. So there's no,
No
swim
swim.
fruit.
But they do say that you can control tidal waves and stuff. So there's probably swoosh.
swoosh fruit. Okay. Let's do like 5. So,
Okay.
so swoosh fruit. I like that.
Probably like a fire one.
Are you guys guessing that these devil fruit exist?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Don't tell us if we're right or wrong.
I'm not gonna.
Okay. So
Because you guys know the gum gum and the chop chop.
Yeah, Gum
there's
Gum,
a-
Chop
They all have to be that
There's
dumb,
a
right?
theme to
yeah.
follow.
So gum
Chop,
chop
chop,
swoosh swoosh.
And what does the swoosh swoosh?
It controls
Controls tidal waves or the tides.
because they
Controls.
mentioned that in the show. Or,
Okay.
Oh, Would that just be swoosh swoosh / tide?
Oh, maybe the moon fruit.
Ooh, moon.
Somebody's gonna control the moon.
That's fun. Moon fruit.
Should we go for the easy ones?
Sure. What are the easy ones?
Oh, there's probably like fire and ice and
Like flame.
yeah.
I guess fire.
Burn.
Burn fruit sounds fun. Just has the ability to overcook fruit.
I think Sarah did spoil one of them, so we can't do that one. There's like this the sweaty one because we the other day when going to see Dragon Ball Superheroes, we were talking about how
Sweat?
I think I said that Luffy probably it would be great to have his power because you could just like you'd never be blocked up. You'd
Yeah.
always just be able to like elastic your bowels. And then Sarah mentioned there's a guy who's very sweaty or something.
Slippery.
Slippery.
I'm gonna say he eats the lube.
Ooh. Okay. How many is that?
We have swoosh swoosh, moon, burn, lube.
And
I just had one more in my head now. Oh, I was gonna say hair. They can grow their hair really long.
yeah, they're like, and they can control it.
Yeah.
Like Sindel.
Yes, hair fruit. That's what I'm gonna say. Nice.
Hair.
Predictions. If we come up with more.
Oh, I bet the hair fruit guy's like got a mustache.
Oh.
And it's just like, it's like fists. Like the mustache turns into fists.
Oh. I hope we're not coming up with stuff that's way cooler than what they do in One Piece.
I'm gonna be so disappointed if there's not fist mustaches.
Well, to be fair, the creator of One Piece just came out recently,
Yeah.
right? And he said
Yeah.
like he's like 1,000 or 1,400 episodes or issues in. He's like, now the exposition is done. Now I can get to the real story. So
Absolute psychopath.
I think we'll have content to work through for a while. Maybe
Yeah.
he will come up with a hair.
I in high school I remember because there's like the period I think One Piece came out
Yeah.
in America at the point where I thought I was too cool for anime. Right. I still like had a thing for Dragon Ball and everything, but I was like, no, I'm not gonna watch One Piece. This is stupid. And to be fair, the 4Kids version, I guess, sucked butts.
Suck butt fruit.
By the time I was like late in high school, like there's like 400, 500, 600 episodes or something already. And I remember telling me and my friends joked, if we ever wanted to die, we just lock ourselves in a room and watch One Piece. So this podcast marks the beginning
of the end.
When this show dies, I might too.
And by this show, you mean One Piece, or you mean this podcast?
As long as there are episodes of One Piece, I've started watching it, so I can't stop now.
Yeah, that's true.
It's the curse.
Do you want another fun fact?
Sure. Yeah.
I mean, I feel like we're winded down a little, but
yeah. No.
Did you know that Luffy was the first anime character to appear on the cover of a fashion magazine?
That's a joke. The man is in the same Jinko jeans the entire fucking series.
He's like he's the second most. He might be the most famous pair of jorts.
Yeah. In 2009, he appeared on the cover of Non-No magazine. It was a promotional campaign for the One Piece movie Strong World that was coming out. But it was the first time in that magazine's 24-year history that an anime character graced the cover.
So, the first anime character ever, or just for this magazine?
It's the fun fact that I found. They said it was the first anime character to appear on the cover of a fashion magazine. I don't know if any other magazine, but a fashion magazine specifically.
I'm surprised that it wasn't like a JoJo character or something, because they are just like fashion models.
I mean,
Or like
something. It was 2009.
Luffy. That was a dark year.
Apparently, the magazine's publisher also publishes Shonen Jump. So
okay,
like
so that makes sense. Okay, so I have seen the next 2.5 episodes.
Oh, geez.
I don't remember what happens in the next one.
Okay. Should I?
Or the one I know some stuff happens. I just don't know when it happens.
Okay. Well, for the next episode, we're going to watch another 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do remember what happens in the next episode. What do you think's going to happen?
Well, I think because we resolved with Buggy getting kicked in the balls.
Yep.
I'm assuming that they will somehow escape Luffy, Zoro, and Nami. I want to keep saying Kami for some reason. It's Nami. Luffy, Zoro, and Nami end up escaping on the Buggy the Clown ship that she stole.
Yeah.
From
Is that going to be their ship?
I don't know if that's going to be... I feel like that's going to be their ship for now.
Yeah.
I feel like the way that the past few episodes is like, this is our ship right now. And then like they have it for a bit and then they're like...
They're going to keep like upgrading or something?
I feel like they're going to keep upgrading until... Yeah. I don't think they're ever going to like buy a ship because
No, they'll probably like defeat a person and take their ship or something.
That's what I'm thinking. Or like they like find one and fix it up. That might be a fun like HGTV fix up the ship episode.
Oh, yeah.
Or arc where they're like, we gotta...
So far they have nobody who seems to have any like carpentry skills.
Yeah. So I think, I don't know. We got Zoro in 3 episodes. Mm-hmm. So I would assume we have Nami in 3 episodes. So next episode will resolve Nami joining the crew despite her just wanting money and treasure or food and treasure. And she'll be like, all right, I'll be a pirate. And then for the next 3 episodes, they will find somebody else. And then the 10th episode will be the start of another new crew member, but we won't resolve it for the next podcast. That's my prediction, if I'm going by patterns and how anime works, or how I believe anime to work.
I think in general, I bet we will get there. I'm just looking over the episodes to see if I remember.
Mm-hmm. I don't think they're going to kill Buggy the Clown. Though I will say, I feel like they are very cavalier about just like murdering people.
I think somebody told me that Buggy is around for an upsettingly long time.
That makes sense.
So he is the Joker.
Yep.
Yeah, the next episode, I think I may have cried. Again, I was high when I watched it. But I feel like it had big Hallmark original movie vibes.
Okay.
And then I actually do not remember any of the stuff that this website says happens after that. So,
Okay.
yeah.
I mean, we can leave it at that.
We
That's
are
fine.
at episode 8 is the end of the next arc. So
Episode 8.
Episode 8.
Wow.
Yeah, and then we're going to be in the Syrup Village arc. The syrup.
The sticky fruit.
That's the opposite of the looby fruit.
That's the. I'm gonna put that on predictions. Sticky fruit. Who do we think would play Nami in the
what's her
in
face?
the movie version?
Who just played Cruella DeVille?
Emma Stone.
Emma Stone.
Is that just because she's a redhead?
It's just because she's
Yeah.
a redhead, yeah.
Okay. That's fair.
Is that fair?
That's fair.
No. Is that...
Um,
Okay, all right. Nami is good at meteorology,
yep.
so maybe they go with somebody who's really adept at that. So they
Okay.
just get a local meteorologist to play her.
Wow. All right. We'll leave that. We'll work on it.
Or what nationality is Nami?
I don't know. That's also.
Hey Google,
I want to say it was like Norway.
what nationality is Nami? I hope all you people listening to this have Google phones.
Hey.
It just picked up all that. It didn't get any of that.
Oh
Damn
no.
it.
Oh no.
Nami nationality.
Well, while we're figuring this out, hey everybody, thanks for listening. It's been an hour. Isn't that
a whole
exciting?
hour. I
It's
think
been
that's a
whole
good.
hour.
That's a decent.
Yeah.
It'll probably no hard time like
Yeah, we'll figure it out. It was fine.
Swedish.
Right. Swedish. Okay.
Actually, Jodie Comer.
Jodie Comer.
Jodie Comer.
Who's that? I don't
She's
know.
from Killing Eve,
Oh, okay.
and I haven't really watched that,
Yeah.
but I've seen it on because my wife has watched it. But she's also in the movie Free Guy,
Yes.
which is fine.
Yeah.
But she's just a good. I think she'd be a good actress for somebody who's going to be around for the whole time. So we have
yeah.
who do we have cast so far?
So far, it's Bill Skarsgård.
Bill Skarsgård as Luffy.
because his crazy eyes, and then Danny DeVito as Kobe.
As Kobe.
Oh, we don't have anyone as Zorro.
Oh, it's
I mean, like fucking Keanu Reeves. I don't know.
I mean, he says Japanese.
Oh, Japanese, yes.
Do they have to be alive?
Kota Ibushi,
Yeah.
the professional wrestler Kota Ibushi.
Well, we're gonna have to think about it.
All right.
I don't know why you guys are just doing live action casting and not just being like, this is what wrestler they would be.
Wrestler, you're right. Yeah, we
yeah.
could do wrestler too. That's fine. Hey, everybody. It's been a wonderful, fun piece time.
Yeah, thank you for joining us on this journey. And as the closing credits of One Piece say,
We are.
no,
No, it's the opening
that's
credits.
the closing credits. One Piece lyrics.
They say.
We really planned this one out. They say,
They say.
memories
Memories
is the name of this song. God, load faster.
Oh, I should have gave you the internet.
Fandom.com.
Fandom.com. Folks, if you want to send us in fake or real
Spoilers.
facts and spoilers about One Piece for us to read, you can do that. Where? We don't have anywhere you can send it yet because we just came up with this idea for this podcast or have been talking about it. So maybe we'll have socials or some point. I don't know. It's a podcast. It's a podcast.
The lyrics to the ending credits are really bad. I can't find anything that's like funny. When I was small, I had a treasure map floating in my mind. This has been the Fun Piece podcast. Jesus Christ.
Thanks for listening. I'm Matt.
I'm Mike.
And all your hopes and dreams, we are.
Maybe we should just play out to the bum. Yeah, just do that.
That's good. Yeah. All right. Goodbye.
Bye.